So now there's loads of videos out there with how Anthony Joshua is training, and I thought we'd go through some, just do something a bit different and have a little look. And I thought I'd specifically look at reaction training, because there seems to be a lot more of that posted around at the moment as well. So I thought I'd share some ideas on that. So over to YouTube and let's look for some Anthony Joshua training. So here we've got some reaction stuff going on with a tennis ball. This will be more of like a warm-up drill. So it's not very sport specific. It's all about hand-eye coordination, but it's mainly about getting the athletes to move quickly. It's just good fun at the start of a warm-up there. So there we've got a reaction drill, visual stimulus, moving around. Now we've got something where it's more of an evasion drill, so still reaction, but he's trying to get away. So trying to lose his partner there as he's zigzagging side to side. Quite like this drill. Good sort of lateral movement as well. So hits the adductors and all the kind of stuff that's stabilising the hips there. And then we're going into something a bit more sport specific with the evasion now, where it's using the footwork and the ring craft. Same partner drill now with the evasion, trying to get away. This time tethered just to keep them close together. And this will be more like a warm-up drill, to be honest. This will be something at the start of a session to get things going. So that's an interesting one. It's hand-eye coordination rather than reaction here. It's just kind of following the ball, but again, it doesn't kind of mimic anything he's going to have to practice in terms of anticipating what an opponent's going to do. So he's not got that learnt habit of being able to predict what's happening with the techniques coming at him. So this one's not very sport specific. Reacting to a ball, it looks nothing like a punch. Moving on sand as well, which is nothing like a ring surface. So none of that's going to transfer particularly well to evasion in the ring. So that's just something to get the body moving, to get the sharpness of eye coordination, if you like, but it's not necessarily going to give you too much correspondence into fight performance in the ring. And another kind of rather than like a reaction, it's the ball moves nothing like an opponent. It's hand-eye coordination, just trying to pick that up. Not particularly going to transfer well. Again, it's just a movement that's sharpening him up. So speed ball, again, not particularly reaction based. You kind of know where it's going to go once you've learnt the pattern. It's more about a rhythm of timing rather than reaction itself. So here we go. Sparring. This is proper signalling. He's learning to react to what's coming at him. This is real reaction training for fighting. So just looking at a few things there. What is the difference between reaction training, speed training, all this kind of stuff? So part of your reactions is actually anticipating what's coming, and that is very sport specific. So if you're practicing reactions to a movement that's not fight specific, you're not learning to anticipate and predict what's going to happen, and that's a big part of your response time. So if you're throwing and catching balls, it's all good hand-eye coordination. It's making you nice and fast and reactive, but it's not necessarily going to transfer too well to what you're trying to do in the ring. So just bear that in mind. Some of this stuff is great for kind of like warm-ups and keeping things interesting and mixing things up, but in terms of reaction, you're never going to beat nice quick sparring in the ring against an opponent who's actually throwing the correct shapes. So you're learning to see the techniques coming at you and recognizing the kind of subtleties of movement of the shoulders, of the hips, to anticipate what technique's going to come at you, whether it's going to be a straight linear technique or whether it's going to be one of these circular techniques, and how you're going to react and deal with that. So further from a fight, I would use a lot more of the kind of more fun reactive stuff with balls and things like that. As you get closer to the fight, you need to get more specific. And that's where it should really be. All your reaction training should be with a partner and throwing the techniques. And a lot of the other stuff kind of just spans the gap right through. So just some ideas there, and just thought I'd have a little chat as I look through some of the videos on YouTube.